Uncle John, tell a story about you and my mother. Something that you can think of a story about, and whenever.
Well, your mother was my other mother.
Yeah.
Okay, she was the one that bailed me out many times when I got in trouble. I can remember in grade school, there was a gal by the name of Lorraine Vitale, would you believe,
Really?
that sat at the desk in front of me, and she got up and she went to talk to Sister Matilda and told Sister Matilda that I stole her dollar. She had a dollar on her desk, and I stole her dollar. Sister Matilda called me up and took me to Mother Superior, and Mother Superior wanted me to empty my pockets, which I did. Then she wanted me to take my pants down, which I would not do.
Well,
I refused to do that. Okay, even at a young age, I refused to do it. So anyway, she sent me home and would not allow me to come back until my mother came back to school with me. Okay, went back to school with my sister Grace, and she says, "My brother would never steal a dollar from anybody. We are not thieves." She says, "And this is a terrible thing that you're accusing him of." She says, "He took his pants down for me, and he had no dollar bill in him." Okay. Lorraine Vitale finally realized she left the dollar home. She forgot it. Never apologized to me, though. Sister Matilda never apologized to me, but your mother was always there for me.
wow.
That was one of the times she was always there for me. Another time she sent me to the, she sent me to the Cunningham's drugstore to buy her a bottle of ink. And she gave me a dime. I'm walking down the street, down Maple Street towards Cunningham on Joseph Campo. These three big black kids come up to me and say, "What you got in your hand?" "Nothing." "You got something in your hand. What you got in your hand?" "I got nothing in my hand." They knocked me down. I wouldn't open my hand up, and they stepped in my hand, and finally I had to let loose, and they took my dime and they rolled away. I went home and I told my sister, "I ain't got no ink." They stole my dime. So these are things I can remember about your mother. She was always there for me.
Did she
and
console you? Was she consoling you? My mother, did she console you?
yeah, she did, yes.
She must have
Yeah,
said
oh yeah, oh yeah. She said, "Don't worry about it." She says, "I'm glad you're okay."
Now, how about a story about you and Aunt Lena? Do you remember anything of you and Aunt Lena?
Not really. Actually, Aunt Lena, I was pretty young when she left. I knew that there was a void in our family. You know, it was like, almost like a funeral when she left. You know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
when they would come, it was like, oh, Christmas in July. You know,
Yeah.
and when they left, it was like a funeral again.
Yeah.
So I don't remember too much about her. No, that's kind of a void. The only thing I remember is, one time when I was with Aunt Mary, we were sitting on a kitchen table in my house in Snow Street there, and Uncle Mike used to like to really dig into me, you know, and he says to Mary Alice, he says, I used to come to Detroit and visit your sister, and there was no place for me to sleep except with John in his bed. He said, I'd wake up in the middle of the night, all of a sudden I feel something real warm on me. He says, did you know he was a bedwetter? And I says to him, I says, Mike, you took my sister away from me, and I was saying piss on you.
Good for you. That was quick thinking.
And he looked at me like, whoa, where'd that come from?
Good for you.
That's not too much. We went there several times and always surprised her. She was always glad to see me.
Oh, yeah. She loved when you guys came. Now, how about Aunt Fran? I know you got a lot of stories about Aunt Fran, but we got to have Aunt Fran.
Fran and I were probably the closest. We always sat together. Don't ask me why, because we always feuded the most, But eventually, I think they separated us.
It was this way. Grace would sit here, Lena, me.
We sat by age.
John, and Fran.
By age. It was by age. Back.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, but
Coming
anyways.
down the steps.
Yeah, she and I used to get into it, but I think we were the closest. Yeah.
We're buddies.
I think I remember hearing a story about spaghetti. Didn't somebody throw some
Oh
spaghetti?
yeah, well she was a nagger. I dare you, I dare you, I dare you. I do it. I had said to her, you don't get off my back. I'm going to throw spaghetti at you. I dare you, I dare you.
I could hear her saying that.
She got a hot dog.
Yeah, I got the hot dog with mustard on it.
My,
Uncle
sis-
Johnny?
my sisters were tough on me. They wouldn't let me watch a Green Hornet, or Batman, or the Lone Ranger. Oh, Silver! I never got to watch this stuff. It's tough. Growing up on five sisters was
I would imagine really it
was
probably
awful.
wasn't.
Was awful. Terrible.